Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain you about a new chapter called Lag Culture. In the previous class, I have already completed the details of apiculture chapter. So today, let me continue with this new chapter, Lag Culture. Introduction. You know the term lakh, it is derived from the Sanskrit word laksha, meaning 100,000, and it is suggestive of the large number of insects involved in its production. The description of the insect and its host plant, that is food plant, which is Pallas, commonly known as Lakshataru, is recorded in the Atharva Veda. It is mentioned in the Mahabharata in Lakhagriha or Jadugriha, which is nothing but lakh house, which the Kauravas had got construct to burn alive the Pandavas by setting the lakh palace on fire. Why lakh cultivation? It is a good source of livelihood resource for poor farmers, avoids migration of rural population to urban areas, assured source of income even during drought years, require meager inputs, that is very less inputs are required like water, pesticides, etc. And it is most suitably grown on marginal and degraded land. And there is no competition with other horticulture agricultural crops for land and farm operation. Coming to the biology of lakh insect, Laccifer lassa, female insect, is viviparous, producing about 1000 nymphs, deep red in color with black eyes, soft bodied, 0.6 millimeter long, having 3 pairs of legs and a pair of antennae. So this is the brief description of the lakh insect. The larvae settle down on a suitable place of the host plant. A day or two after settlement, the larvae start secreting lac all around the body except on the rostrum, spiracles, and on the tip of the abdomen. The female nymph never regain appendages because it will be concealed inside the lac secretion and continue to remain under the lac cell, become adult and reproduce. As the lac insects remain close together, the lac secretion from adjacent cells coalesces or fuses with each other and forms a continuous encrustation on the tree branch. Males walk over the lac encrustation, fertilize the females present inside the cell through anal tubercular opening. So it is very clear that only female gets concealed in the lac secretion but not the males. There are two distinct strains of lac insect in India called Kusumi and Rangini. The Kusumi strain is raised mainly on Kusum tree and the Rangini on all other hosts such as Palas, Bear, Gon, Arhar, etc. Each of the strains produce 2 crops in an year, thus there are 4 crops. Say for example, Kusumi will have 2 subvarieties, Anhani and Jethvi, wherein Anhani having 6 months duration and Jethvi having 6 months duration again, and Anhani will have an inoculation time between June to July and harvesting between Jan to February, while Jethvi having an inoculation time during January and February and harvesting time between June and July. So it takes 6 months for both the strains of the Kusumi variety. Coming to Rangini variety, in Rangini variety there are 2 substrains again, Kotkir and Baisakhi, wherein Kotkir is having 4 months duration and Baisakhi having 8 months duration. And the inoculation period for Kotki is between June to July and harvesting time of October to November. So only 4 months required for this. And for Baisakhi, the inoculation time is between October and November and harvesting time between June to July. Coming to systematic position of Laccifer lassa, that is the lac insect. So it comes under phylum Arthropoda, class Insecta, order Hemiptera, family Laciferidae, genus Laccifer, species Lassa. And it is to be noted here that it is not only the genus Laccifer that produces lac, there are many other species of insects which comes under Hemiptera, they produce lac also. Coming to pruning operation, pruning means cutting away old, weak and diseased branches to induce the tree to produce maximum number of shoots for successful colonization by the lac insect. So pruning is a very common operation that is being done in most of the agricultural crops to get maximum number of shoots. Pruning should always be carried out lightly and branches more than 2.5 cm in diameter should not be cut, while branches between 1.25 to 2.5 cm in diameter are cut so as to leave behind a stalk of about 30 to 45 centimeters in length. Now, types of pruning in lac host plant. The first one being light pruning. Light pruning is recommended for slow growing conventional host tree species like Pallas, Kusum and Bhar. Diseased and dead portion of branches should be removed completely in light pruning. Then coming to basal or heavy pruning. In quick growing bushy host, pruning should be done at a height of 10 to 15 centimeters from the ground level. Hence it is called basal pruning. And as more number of branches are being removed, it is referred to as heavy pruning. Example, Feli semialata and F macrophylla. Now, lac cultivation details. Lac cultivation is also known as lac culture. It involves the three important steps, one being inoculation, then swarming and then harvesting. Inoculation of the host trees. Inoculation is a very common term which is being used in the field of biology to introduce a variety of species from one organism to another organism. The method by which the lac insects are introduced to the new lac host plant is known as inoculation, and the first method being natural inoculation. As the name itself suggests, when infection from one plant to another occurs by natural movements of the insect, it is called natural inoculation. This may be due to overcrowding of insect population and non-availability of tender shoots on a particular tree. Now, collection of brood lac. Lac sticks having mature female insects ready to give rise to the next generation are called brood lac. Prior to about 2 weeks of hatching, lac bearing sticks are cut to the size of 6 inches called brood lac. Selection of brood lac. Healthy lac with the minimum signs of predator and parasite damage is selected for use as brood lac. So there should be minimum parasite infection on the branch of that tree, and there should be minimum predators on it. Now, the second type, artificial infection or inoculation. Brood lacs are then kept for about 2 weeks in some cool place. When the larvae start emerging from this brood lac, they are supposed to be ready for inoculation. So students, in this slide, you can see the branches being cut into small units having about 6 centimeters long, where you can see the brood lac which is being under longitudinal infection, and B refers to lateral infection, and C interlaced infection. You can clearly make out the difference between these different types of inoculation, or what is otherwise called infection. Now coming to coop system, it is a sustained yield basis of lac cultivation. It is developed for lac production on sustained yield basis. If the same tree is continuously inoculated, its vitality suffers and the yield of crop progressively diminishes. In Rangini farms, two-coop system is generally followed, wherein two coops having 6 months rest is adopted for raising Baisakhi cum Khatki crops in alternate seasons. That is, in one season Baisakhi variety and in other season Khatki variety is being grown. The trees are inoculated in the month of October and November. Harvesting is done after a year, after allowing self-inoculation in June to July by partial harvesting. Now, in the Kusumi forms, Kusum, that is Schleichera oleosa, it is a major lac host plant species of Kusumi strain of lac insect. Here, 5 coop system with equal number of trees, in each coop having 18 months rest in between pruning and inoculation is adopted. So generally in Kusumi farms, 5 coop system is being followed, and in Rangini farms 2 coop system is being followed. Now crop wise lac production details regarding the share of different crops. Khatki having a maximum contribution of about 33.39%. It is a rainy season crop of Rangini, contributed the most in national lac production, followed by Baisakhi about 27.35%. It is a summer season crop of Rangini, and Jhatvi about 19.50%. It is a summer season crop of Kusumi, and Aghanil 19.42%, which is grown in winter season crop of Kusumi. Now coming to swarming. At the time of swarming, insect muzzle contract and insect get detached from the place of attachment, and when the eggs are being hatched out, they become orange colored. Thus the change in the color is an indication that swarming has taken place. Now harvesting. There are several methods of harvesting is being followed. The first one is airy lac. If lac crops are harvested little before the larval emergence, it is referred to as immature lac or airy lac. Then punky lac, after the emergence is over, this is referred to as punky lac, which is called empty lac. Immature harvesting, which would affect the population of lac insects and ultimately results in great economical loss to the cultivators. Hence, immature harvesting should be discouraged. Now, manufacturing of shellac involved 3 steps. The first one, production of crushed lac. Remove the lac encrustation from the branches either by twisting them or scraping by knife. The second step, scrapped material is called as raw lac or stick lac, which is otherwise also known as crude lac. Then powder this stick lac, and the powdered lac is now referred to as crushed lac. So crushed lac means the powdered stick lac or the crude lac produced after crushing it. Now second method, production of seed lac or grain lac, which is also otherwise called chowri. The procedure is as follows. Keep the crushed lac immersed in water in cement tubs for about 3 days. Stir the contents. Drain off the supernatant colored liquid. Transfer the material that settle at the bottom to large vats. Add water and lime at 1 kg to 160 kg of vat preparation. Collect the lac dye which settles down. So this method is called the seed lac method or grain lac method, also otherwise popularly known as Chowri lac. Methods of lac processing. Seed lac which is obtained is often the base material which is further processed. The processing results in a finished product which is known as shellac, and there are following procedures are being followed for the lac processing. The first one being handmade process, second one mechanized heat process, and the third one solvent process. Coming to first one, handmade process, it is a traditional method. The seed lac is filled into a long sausage-shaped cloth bag of about 2-inch diameter and 30 feet long. The cloth bag is filled with approximately 40 kg of seed lac. The long bag made up of marking cloth is passed gradually in front of a charcoal-fired heat hot enough to melt the lac. So this is handmade process. Now, mechanized heat process. In this process of manufacturing of shellac, the seed lac is melted by steam heat. The molten soft lac is squeezed through filter by means of hydraulic pressure. The filtered molten lac is drawn into long and continuous sheets with the help of roller. The sheet is then broken into pieces called flakes. Now the third method, solvent process. Solvent process is used to purify the semi-refined lac. Dewaxed and decolorized shellac can be obtained as end product. Seed lac is dissolved in a refrigerated alcohol and filtered through filter press to remove wax and impurities. The color may be removed by treating with the activated carbon, and the molten shellac is stretched with a roller. Now some important properties of lac. It is soluble in alcohol and weak alkalis, having a capacity of forming uniform, durable film, possess high scratch hardness, resistance to water, good adhesive nature, ability to form good sealers, capacity to allow quick rubbing with sandpaper without slicking or gumming. Now uses. Because of its unique combination of properties, lac finds a wide variety of application in paint, electrical, automobile, cosmetic, leather, wood finishing, and other industries. Earlier, about half of the total output was consumed in gramophone industry. Lac has long been in use both for decorative and insulating varnishes and dental plates and even in optical frames. It is also used for finishing various products such as playing cards, oilcloth, for preserving archaeological and zoological specimens. In electrical industry, lac is used as coating of insulator, coating of spark plugs, cement of sockets of electrical lamps, anti-tracking, insulating, etc. And in pharmaceutical industry, lac is used in coating of tablets, microencapsulation of vitamins, and coating of medicines. The dye is used in dyeing of wool and silk, soft drink formulation, pill coating, confectionaries. Lac wax has wide variety of uses in manufacturing shoe polishes, tailor chalk, lipstick, crayons for writing on the glass. Nowadays, it is also used as lac dye, called erythrolacin has been used in India as a skin cosmetic and dye for wool and silk. Bleached lac has specialized demand for coating, medicinal tablets, confectionaries, etc. Lac is the scarlet resinous secretion of a number of species of lac insects, of which the most commonly cultivated species is Carya lassa and Laccifer lassa. Both are Indian varieties. The insect Laccifer lassa, living off the sap of certain trees, secretes lac resin. The processed resin is called shellac and has numerous industrial applications, including in the food and drug industries, and India is a major producer of shellac. As I said just now, India is a major producer of lac, and India is the highest lac producing country in the world. Nearly about 65% of the total lac production, world production, seen in India. Economic importance of lac culture continuation. It is used in preparation of bangles, in the preparation of toys, inks and polishes. It is also used in woodwork for making ornamental things. It is used in process of silvering the back of mirror. And Government of India has started research work in 1921 and established Indian Lac Research Institute at Ranchi in Bihar in 1925. Ranchi is famous because our famous cricketer, former Indian captain Dhoni, hailed from this particular place. So, Government of India established Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums. India is still being regarded as the principal lac producing country of the world, and the lac currently produced in India, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam and China. And in India, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh accounts for about 40% of the India's total production of lac. Now coming to composition of lac. Lac is reddish, brittle, solid, rich in resin 68 to 90%. It has wax, minerals, sugar, dye, water are also present in small amounts. The quality and color of lac depends on gum and resin present in the host plant. Lac is insoluble in water, as I already said, and it fuses easily on heating, and it has adhesive property. So this is all about this chapter called lac culture. So with this I have completed one more chapter, dear students. In the next class we will discuss about the next chapter. Thank you.